What is up? It is Paristtmppped, Paris TTMPPED. I'm back with a better video. So I recently got a message on my Instagram asking me about some binding tips when you're trans, and I'm like, I got y'all. Yes, I did get top surgery, but there was a time and place when my biddies was out. They was outside. They were trying to make a home, and I had to bind. I had to do it. So I started to bind when I think I was 15 years old. I bought my first binder from GC2B. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's the only binder, the only brand that I ever bought from. Before that, I was wearing the same sports bra every day. Literally was to the point where I would wash the sports bra every other day and wear that shit. It was disgusting. I got the same sports bra. Because of course, at the time I had the illusion that it was basically hiding my chest. And I mean, looking back, it was kind of working, but it didn't really work until I started to bind. As you know, I have my handy dandy notebook. Someone asked me, have I been watching Blue's Clues? Yes, that was my favorite show at one point. I haven't seen it in years, but he was doing some shit when he was using that goddamn notebook. Now, the best brands that I've heard is, of course, GC2B. I used that shit for years, up until college, and it did me beautiful justice. I used it literally until I got surgery. The day of, I walked in with my goddamn binder on and took that shit off. Like, that's how long I had GC2B in my life. I bought 2 black ones. Now, the first one I bought was like this long gray one. And no lie, within like 2 weeks, I pulled it down and that shit ripped. I was so sad, but I kept using it, and it honestly worked for an additional few more months. But I got like a large, it wasn't really compressing my chest. So I was like, okay, let me go buy another one. So I found those like cropped black ones that they have on the website, and I bought one that was also in my skin color. Loved it. When I tell you, when they arrived and I put that shit on, and I put on a shirt, the euphoria that I felt, I felt amazing. Now, picking your size, like I said, I got a very large one when I first got it. I think I got a large. Now, I'm not a large guy. I think you have to really base it off of your body type. So I got a medium the next time around, and it fit me perfect. When I tell you, I was nervous that I was going to be not being able to breathe, crushing my lungs, but it never happened. I never had any rib problems or breathing problems unless I slept in it. Do not sleep in your goddamn binder. But yeah, so I got, GC2B did me justice. I was a little bit insecure by getting the cropped one because I'm like, oh my God, I'm wearing a bra. But it looked fire. Honestly, it was doing its shit. I was able to work out. I was able to really live my regular life. And I would put it on like a literal shirt. Some people would say put it over your legs, but I literally would how did I do it? I think I would put it over my neck and then put my arms in and pull it down. Or did I put my arms in and then pull it down? I don't know. It was very simple. It wasn't a hard task unless it's way too small for you. So I suggest asking yourself, what body type do I have? Am I a medium dude? Am I a small dude? If you're a small dude, get a small or a medium. Me getting a little bit over my size, it ended up, if it didn't even fit me and it ripped with me trying to kind of make myself get compressed. Now, you should wear your binder during the daytime. I know at night we want to feel as confident. Definitely if we have, a partner over, we want to be in our bag. But I do remember waking up and it felt like I had a binder on. I would feel this weird sensation in my chest. And it would be to the point where when I would move side to side, I would feel the inside of my abdomen and shit cracking. I think it's just because, I was wearing my binder at night. Out of insecurity, I do feel like you might need to talk to your partner hey, I bind. Is it okay if I take that shit the fuck off? It's all about comfortability and you being comfortable, but also you being safe so that long term you don't have any long term effects. Like I said, I literally remember having that kind of dysphoria about going to bed without a binder. I suggest maybe getting a tight ass sports bra or maybe an oversized shirt or black one so you can kind of just be confident without having to overthink it. But I do feel like you gotta take that shit off. Take it off, please. Take it off. After a week of wearing that shit straight, that shit will get loose as fuck. So I suggest every end of the week putting that shit in the wash and then drying it. Drying it will help it go right back to its original kind of form, and it will go, it will do its shit. Now, if you can't wash it every week, it's gonna get a little disgusting. I still have my old binder. If y'all want me to sell it on my website, comment down below and I'll sell it for the low. But I think I only have one left though. I don't know where the other ones went. But it really should I go find it? No, I'll go find it another day. But no. If it gets loose, put that shit in the washing machine, dry that shit, and it'll go right back to its normal. And they do have them in your skin color. Me personally, when I got the brown one, it was a weird kind of brown, so it didn't really match my skin color. So when I went to the beach with that shit on, like, it looked like I had a fucking binder on. I mean, it just, you got a binder on, yo. Like, that's just what it is. But I don't think you should let any of that stop you. Go outside, say fuck everybody, because everybody got some shit going on. I promise you. People that be judging you be the niggas with dentures in their mouth. Like, don't even worry about nobody else, you know. Just worry about yourself. Everybody got their own shit. The conservative motherfuckers, the judgmental motherfuckers, everybody got some shit. So worry about yourself. I suggest going to that beach with your binder on. Now, swimming, when I would go to the beach with my binder on, it would loosen up immediately. You know, that's just what it is. You know, I would go in that water, and as soon as that water touched it, it would start to like lose its that tightness that it had. I suggest maybe if you go into the beach or something, wear a shirt, or just embracing the fact that it's gonna get loose. You know, I embraced it and I didn't give a fuck no more. And I was like, you know what, this is what it has to be. That's okay. I'm not gonna overthink it. This is just what it is. And no one said no shit to me. I wish somebody would have said some shit. You might get looks, but no one's gonna say nothing to you. Just go to the beach, wear what you want. But when you wet your binder, just keep in mind that you will have to wash it when you get home. Outfits. I always say button ups, bigger shirts, but not the shirts that are like thin, because it will still like show your chest. It has to be like a thicker material, a thick kind of shirt with a thick material, like a hoodie with a thick material on it. If you're wearing I suggest wearing a hoodie. Don't wear them the sweatshirts that have no hoodie, because like I said, it's all about, you're trying to hide your chest. So when I would wear like those kind of like the sweatshirts, it would show my chest. Only one I would wear is a black one. You know, if you want to wear a sweatshirt or something like that, make sure it's a dark color. Make sure it has like words in the front, humongous words, and like thick embroidery or some shit like that. Like, you want to just make sure that you really, you know, you're trying to conceal yourself. Make sure there's a lot going on with your outfit, so that it's not, you know, it distracts from the fact that you know you're binding. A lot of the time people don't see it. You know, definitely if you're wearing a shirt with like prints on it, or like, you know, different artwork, people are not going to see it. I would think that they see it, but you know, they don't get what's going on. Some people think I had top surgery. No, I don't. You know, sometimes I look like I didn't have top surgery. It looked like I had hella shit going on, but that's just what life has. I'm a firm believer in don't think about it right now. You know, you can't control your body. All you can do is work with it. T-tape. Now, I used that shit twice. Don't get me wrong, it was the best binding thing I've ever done, but it literally took my skin with it. I don't know how the hell people were doing T-tape and not losing skin. Like, I know people that only do that, and like, you know, what you do is you basically put your chest this way, and you T-tape it, and it keeps it stuck. And I'll put 3, but removing that shit was like removing the devil. Like, that shit was stuck, and I'm like, oh fuck no. Like, so I personally never, I stopped using it. Like I said, it was definitely the best binding shit. Like, it made me look like I had nothing. And I was wearing like loose ass shirts. It was amazing, but my skin was collateral damage. I have thin skin, so I can't be doing that. And I think when the skin is a lot thinner on your chest. You know, you can't. I just feel like you got to be careful. I mean, if there's videos on how to remove T-tape, then maybe watch those videos, because I have no advice for that, because I just didn't use it. And my last advice that I just wish that everybody would do is not slouch. Don't do this. It looks weird. Look. If you have a binder on, embrace that shit. Don't wear no tight shirts. Like, I know people that be binding, they wear the tightest shirt ever. And it's just like, I just feel like, wear a shirt that's a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Not bigger, but just has more of a looser fit to it, so that you can really be out there confident in your bag. Don't be slouching up, be wearing no skin tight shirts, so then you're getting misgendered, you're in your head about it. No, I think, you know, we can work with that. Wear a bigger shirt, stand up straight, you gotta work with confidence, and just do what you're doing. You gotta realize that there are cis men out here with double D's. Don't overthink this shit. You know, that's just the life we live in, you know. And they don't wear no bra, they don't be binding, they just be letting them shits do what they gotta do. You gotta let your body do what it gotta do. You already got your binder. Vibe now. Vibe at this point. I can put the website for GC2B in my website, but like, it really is just called GC2B. I'll put it in the description below as well. I want y'all to bind. I want y'all to be confident in your bodies. I want y'all to do what I did, because, you know, I watched videos, and there was this guy named Alex Birdie, and he had got like Under Armour. He loves that brand. Me personally, I think I would have broke that shit quickly. I think if you have a smaller chest, use Under Armour. You know, that's another good brand. GC2B gonna do it for me every time. And I think it's only like $30, $40. And you buy 2. I mean, yes, it's expensive, but then, you know, you're set though. They work for years. Even if they're ripping, don't overthink it. Mine were ripping, and I still wear it, and it worked perfectly fine. Don't let it's sewn together. Don't overthink that shit. Wear that binder, but have 2 for backup. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, comment down below, DM me, or comment on my website. I will be reading those soon. I am going to be doing a Q&A, so go to my website and type any questions that you'll have in that email box. You'll see it as soon as you go on Paristtmppped.com. My store is up. Thank you for all of those who have been supporting me, who have been watching my stuff, who have been going on my website, streaming my new song, Slow Your Roll. The song just came out last week on Wednesday. It's amazing. People have been giving me such good reviews on it. So if you want to take a listen to that, definitely tune into that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.